This boxing scene article is quoting from an interview Jarret Hurd did with Nesta Gibbs on his Boxing Voice YouTube channel. He's saying that he turned down Eddie Hearn's Dazn offer because he's making better money with Al Haymon. Now, Eddie Hearn appears to have hit not just a stumbling block, but to me it appears a brick wall when it comes to signing fighters in the United States. What was the last big signing that Eddie Hearn made to Matchroom USA and Dazn? He signed fighters on co-promotional contracts, but in terms of signing fighters to Matchroom, how many Matchroom USA fighters are there? But, you know, as far as Dazn, and that's what he was employed by Dazn to do, is attract fighters to their platform. Like I say, he appears to have hit a stumbling block. Al Haymon has been doing very, very well because of the fact that he has signed this Fox deal. And I say very well in terms of keeping his talent. And he's also now making incursions into the UK market with ITV Box Office and, you know, ITV boxing in general. So Eddie Hearn has come up against an extremely formidable opponent in Al Haymon, and he may well have underestimated Al Haymon. Now, for me, I don't give a damn about how well Eddie Hearn does in the United States. What I care about is fighters getting opportunities, being properly paid, and fans getting lots of high quality boxing. Now, I was really optimistic or hopeful about Dazn because of the fact that it offers fans the opportunity to watch boxing for a greatly reduced price. Whereas, you know, on Showtime and not HBO, not so much now, but with other platforms, they are hiding their premium content behind a paywall. So that was a bit of an issue as far as I'm concerned, at least to me as a boxing fan who cares about the sport in general. I care about the sport globally. A lot of people don't understand why I would care about Dazn succeeding in the United States. It's because I want boxing to succeed everywhere, because that benefits everybody. If you're a boxing fan, you want to see boxing flourish in all territories. You want to see it become as popular as it can be in all territories, because that means you're going to create a bigger pool of talent. So you're going to see more great fighters. Okay, so Dazn succeeding to me would mean that more people in the United States will be able to access elite quality boxing for a much cheaper price, and therefore elite quality boxing would get more exposure. And even, you know, a boxing below elite level would get a lot more exposure if Dazn takes off. But at the moment, it doesn't appear as though it's taken off, at least not for Eddie Hearn, in the way that he had hoped. Now, that is kind of compensated for by the fact that Al Haymon has made these incursions into the UK market. Because now we're going to get high quality boxing on terrestrial TV in the UK. So I'm happy about that. As much as I'm a little concerned about how Dazn's doing in the United States, I'm happy that Al Haymon has arrived in the UK and he's now putting on free boxing for British fans. That's great. If I had to choose one or the other, I prefer both. But if I had to choose one or the other, I would prefer Dazn to do exceptionally well in the United States, because it's a much bigger market and there's far more people that live in the United States. There's far more talent there. So I think you would get far more reward from it if Dazn was to be a success in the United States. But still, I'm definitely not grumbling about Al Haymon being in the UK. I'm very excited for it. He's putting on high quality boxing immediately. Okay, I'm not saying it's the absolute elite so far, but Manny Pacquiao versus Broner, that's a good fight to be having for free. Yeah? There's obviously the pay-per-view of DeGale Eubank, and DeGale Eubank is not as high a quality fight as Pacquiao Broner. But again, it's all about market value, and the market value of DeGale and Eubank to the general British public is higher right now than Broner and Pacquiao to the general British public. That's why it's pay-per-view and Pacquiao Broner isn't. But still, I have no issue with Jarret Hurd turning down Eddie Hearn's Dazn offer. If Al Heyman's paying him more, good luck to him. Fighters need to be selfish and care about themselves and, not get caught up in promoters pulling their ear and telling them it's all about loyalty. No, it's not about loyalty. I mean, fighters are loyal to Al Heyman, to be fair, because they feel like he's looked after them. I hope that's not why Jarret Hurd turned down Hearn's offer. According to what he said in this interview, it wasn't. According to what he said in this interview, it's really that Al Heyman is already paying him more money than Hearn offered him, which is great. It's all good. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is Eddie Hearn going to fail in the United States with Dazn? I did do a video several weeks ago asking the question, will Eddie Hearn be retained by Dazn after his 2-year probationary period? The way it looks at the moment, I reckon it's a bit shaky for Eddie Hearn on Dazn. Because Al Heyman, is closed ranks. PBC seem to have closed ranks and they ain't letting no fighters go right now. Where's Eddie Hearn going to get his fighters from? How is he going to fill up these shows on Dazn? Very, very interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this. It's happening. I'm out.